Cheers and welcome to my channel. For those of you who are new, my name is Jessica and we discuss all things infertility on this channel. If that interests you, please make sure to like and subscribe so you can follow our journey. And a quick recap, if you haven't watched my previous video, the egg retrieval, they were able to extract 8 eggs, 7 of them were mature, 6 of them fertilized, but only 1 was able to be biopsied and frozen. And in this video, we're going to discuss the results that the embryologist gave us after they were able to look at the biopsy. I'm going to be really honest with you. I have been avoiding creating this video for the last 2 weeks. We got a call on July 28th to let us know about the biopsied embryo, and they told us that unfortunately that embryo was incomplete. Chromosome 9 was missing 1 of the 2 that were needed, and chromosome 12 had 3 instead of 2. So that basically means that we can't use this embryo. My doctor told me that if we tried, it would likely end in a miscarriage or the embryo wouldn't even implant. So we would just have more heartache if we were to give this one embryo a shot. So I was absolutely devastated to find out this news. I ugly cried for several days and I spiraled into a very dark place. Things I was thinking in this dark place were, why is this happening to me? Didn't God hear my prayers? I was very angry with him for allowing this to happen to me. Did I do something wrong? Was I being punished? Maybe I'm not worthy of a child. And the worst thought of all, I will never get the chance to see my child's face. All of these questions and self-destructive statements were swirling around in my head, and I threw myself a pretty good pity party. Luckily, we had a meeting with my doctor the following Monday to discuss next steps. He informed me that he thinks I have an egg quality issue. This could explain why we've been on this 3-year journey, and hearing this news from him just caused me to spiral even more. I'm angry for my body not working properly. I feel this immense guilt that everything is my fault. I'm the one holding us back from having a child. My husband doesn't deserve this. And I started to think that if he didn't marry me, he could already have a child of his own. What if I can't give us a child? Will he regret marrying me? What if he never gets to look into his child's eyes? Will he hate me? I can't shake the guilt that I've been feeling, and ultimately I just don't want to disappoint him. My whole life I have struggled with feeling worthy of love and happiness, and honestly this just magnifies it. Here is a metaphor for how the last 3 years have felt. I went from this beautiful flower standing proudly to slowly dropping petals over time, slowly wilting away. I currently feel like a dry, crusty flower sitting in the dark, desperate for water and sunlight. Infertility robs you of the life that you deserve, or the life that you thought that you were gonna have. It's a dream crusher that you never saw coming. I have never felt sadness like this. I feel so helpless, and honestly, I'm just a shell of a person going through the motions and pretending that I'm okay. I literally cry all of the time because I'm terrified that we may never have kids with our own DNA. I talk to God every day, desperately trying to understand, what's the plan? What is the lesson? What do you want from me? Aren't you supposed to give me the desires of my heart if I follow you unconditionally? Are you listening? The only thing getting me through the last 2 weeks has been continuous prayer, meditation, and music. There is a song called Hold On by Katie Nicole, and it makes me cry every time that I hear it, but it gives me the strength to keep going. I'm desperately praying that our next egg retrieval gives us a normal embryo. IVF is super expensive, and our insurance is only going to cover about half of this second round. And so I feel like this is our last shot. I'm really sorry if this video feels really negative or brings you down, but I just want to explain what infertility is like and how it feels. And my channel will always be an open and honest space. If you want to follow our journey, don't forget to like and subscribe. My next video, I'm planning on giving a breakdown of the cost of IVF with insurance, and then I'm hoping to do an infertility IVF Q&A shortly after that. So if you would like to get in on that, please make sure to follow me on Instagram.